Hey everybody, my AOL password here with another video game review. Today we are in Star Wars Outlaws, the newest addition to the Star Wars video game universe created by Ubisoft and Massive Entertainment. Um, so we'll get right into it. There's no way, shape, or form professional or anything. This is my personal opinionated review, so I'll just tell you what I liked and I didn't like, and you guys can judge for yourself on that. So let's hop right into it. Um, I was impressed, actually. I was actually impressed by how well they made this a Star Wars game. I was expecting it to be, a generic Ubisoft title with generic Ubisoft mechanics, um, and that it exceeded those expectations. Everything it felt like I was playing like an actual Star Wars game made by Lucasfilms, EA, all that stuff. So yeah, the gameplay does mix a little bit of Ubisoft, what they're known for with Ubisoft and all that stuff. The story, the writing, it was all good enough to be entertaining. Do I want to call it a good game? Not confidently. Do I want to call it a fun game? Yes. Do I want to call it a Star Wars game? Yes. This very much felt like how Star Wars Rogue One is to the movie universe, and this game to the video game universe of Star Wars. You're not playing as a Jedi. There's no lightsaber battles. It's all it focuses on the outside world of that, which I really appreciate because it gives you, it taps into more lore than just hey, lightsaber battles, Jedi's, all that stuff. There is a um you can call him a Jedi at the towards the end. Little minor role there, so you guys will have to see for yourself on that. The platforming, as you see like in the video, is very much like Jedi Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor. Um, I was expecting it to be more Assassin's Creed like in terms of its climbing, but it was more like, you know, the others. Um, and it felt good because it didn't really feel like I was playing another Ubisoft title, but at the same time it did. But I had a lot of fun with it. Um, the characters itself were good. I liked how they interacted with each other and their dynamics throughout the game. The writing of the characters are just average. It could have been better, but Ubisoft's strong suit is definitely world design and fun gameplay like loop. And that's what they really did. Like the world designs, the planet designs are a lot of fun, or a lot of fun. Well, really good. They're really good. You get Tatooine, you get Kijimi, you get Akira, I think that, or Akiva, I can't remember how you pronounce it. Kanto, all that stuff, and they do it really well to exercise the different biomes and different environment types. Um, so it really felt like I was like in the universe there. The ship combat is actually well done. Um, this I do appreciate the seamlessness between uh takeoff of a planet or landing to a planet and going into space. Unlike, let's say Starfield where it's loading screens everywhere. Um, the combat is very arcadey of the ship combat. It's definitely more like No Man's Sky, which I think I personally enjoy Starfield ship combat more than this and No Man's Sky. But a good this game does a good balance of all of that put together, where it's not like overly strong in one area, but it does really well meshing it together. So yeah, there are stealth mechanics in the game as well, which you know, Ubisoft is good at that. Um, I know in recent updates of the game, they made it a lot easier to get through stealth missions because I think at launch the stealth missions were really high standard, especially on story missions. So yeah, the I wasn't in terms of story, I wasn't the biggest fan. It was good. It was good enough. I wasn't a biggest fan of the ending. I feel like they could have done a lot more with the ending. Um, but it was good. It was consistent. It wasn't poorly paced. You were able to do your free roaming stuff, like your open world Ubisoft games that they're known for as well. You're not. It's not linear. Um, all that stuff. I do love the reputation system. It brings back the old Fallout vibes, where it was like each the factions of the Hut Cartel, the Crimson Dawn. I was gonna say Crimson Peak for some reason. Crimson Dawn, Hut Cartel, Pike Syndicate, and Ashiga. Um, yeah, it's hard to. There's a lot of dialogue options with throughout the story and side quests where um, you can raise one reputation, but it lowers another one. So it very much like you have to choose. It's hard to make sure you're in good standings with all the factions. You have to micromanage that, which is nice because it gives a little extra um, impact on the dialogue and consequences and helpfulness throughout the game. So um, yeah, it took me about I rushed the ending a little bit. It took me about 18 hours to get through the story with some side stuff and some faction quest lines, some side quests, um, all that stuff. So yeah, the it all worked out. The combat itself and using Nyx, your little pet, is a good balance between easy and challenging. It gives you multiple ways of approaching enemies and combat in a specific area. So they do that well, kind of almost like Recon or Splinter Cell, um, which is also Ubisoft, which is what they're known for. So this kind of like meshes a lot of Ubisoft titles and Star Wars titles and other stuff together. Just pick and choose a little bit of each and not like overwhelming of one aspect, which is good. Um, I was expecting more like a looter based game as well. I know a lot of the loot system is mainly like, building materials for your upgrades of your speeder and ship. But I was expecting, like more gear, gear scores, all that stuff, how they like to do it. Um, but it worked out. And speaking of speeders, the speeder traversal when you're like on the planets are really good. I was expecting it to not be good, but it was really good. I really appreciated it. So yeah, there were a couple twists. Like I said, the ending. I was expecting more from the ending. I wanted it to be like there was some wasted potential, but it all worked out. I had fun with it. I would definitely give it a 7 out of 10. It was it was good. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. And it felt like a Star Wars game. It felt like I was in the universe. So I think they did the job well. I know this game got a lot of heat, a lot of flack. Um, the one thing I didn't like my biggest complaint of the game, it's also part of Ubisoft's reputation, is its performance and optimization is garbage. But you can make it work. We made it work. It was garbage though. Um, and I was expecting that going into the game. It is a demanding game as well. You definitely do need, uh, if you're on PC, a higher end, definitely a higher end PC. Um, and then I don't know how it works on consoles, but yeah. Anyways, that was my little review of the game. Hope you guys like it. You can put down in the comments what you did or did not like about it. You can check my other video game reviews are unprofessional or cringe or whatever. So you guys can go check that out. All my YouTube shorts are converted from TikTok, and we do That's What She Said videos. So go show that. Take a look at those. You guys can do whatever you want with that info. You guys can drop a sub, click the little bell for notifications on uploads, all that, all those goodies. Pretty sure you guys know the drill there. And yeah, I'll put down all my social links in the description below. So you guys can follow me on Twitch, join the Discord, follow me on TikTok as well, and see some other stuff there too. So I will catch you all in the next video, and see you guys later.